قل أولو كانوا لا يملكون شيئا, even if they do not have anything, if they do not possess anything. قل أولو كانوا لا يملكون شيئا, do not possess anything. It means, what does it mean? It means that every creatures, like the others, they do not possess anything. We know that Allah is the one who possesses the sovereignty of the heavens and the earth. His is the dominion of the heavens and the earth. So other than Him, except Allah, everyone is poor. Inna Allah, the Jews said, Inna Allah ghani wa nahnu aghniya, but it's not true. Allah is the Ghani, huwa al-Ghani al-Hamid, wa antum al-fuqara'u ila Allah, and you are the servants of Allah Azza wa Jal. We are the poor, we are the needies to Allah Azza wa Jal. So He is the powerful, He is the rich over everything. If you find someone other than Allah Azza wa Jal, it means that you have found someone like you. A poor have found another poor. How can he give you any benefit? He is already poor by himself. He needs Allah Azza wa Jal like you, regardless of whom he is. He may be a prophet, or he may be any angel, anything other than Allah Azza wa Jal. All of them are in need of the only one God, Allah. قُلْ أَوَلَوْ كَانُوا لَا يَمْلِكُونَ شَيْئًا. Allah Azza wa Jal asking, you have found some people, but they are like you. They do not have anything. They do not possess anything. They do not have power over anything. لَا يَمْلِكُونَ شَيْئًا وَلَا يَعْقِلُونَ. And in the example of Quraysh, it was the idols. They were inmates, inanimities, and they weren't a reason. They weren't understand what happening to them. لا يعقلون شيئا. They were inanimities. لا يعقل. How do you worship them? Look, the human being worshipping an idol, the human being and a human being worshipping an idol, how can we claim that that human being have a reason? Many peoples in history worship the idols, but they were having some other objectives. They do know that these idols are incapable. They do know that they cannot do anything, but they worship them, and they made the people worshipping them in order to produce or establish a system and take advantage of that system, by neglecting Allah Azza wa Jal. This is another issue. So there was an aim, there was an objective for that people when they were doing that, and Allah knows. Like the Prophet Abraham, when he said, إِنَّمَا اتَّخَذْتُم مِّن دُونِ اللَّهِ أَوْثَانًا مَوَدَّةَ بَيْنِكُمْ فِي الْحَيَاةِ الدُّنْيَا. You have established these idols in order to fulfill your whims, in order to fulfill your desires between you. These are only means in order to fulfill your desires. You do know that they are not worthy of worship. قُلْ أَوَلَوْ كَانُوا لَا يَمْلِكُونَ شَيْئًا وَلَا يَعْقِلُونَ. And they do not reason. They do not have any intelligence. أَمِ اتَّخَذُوا مِن دُونِ اللَّهِ شُفَعَاءَ. Look in this ayah. It ends with a question, and it's understandable. Allah Azza wa Jal asking, I am the one who created everything, and you testify what I have created. You know who I am. I created you. You have already witnessed with me. هذا خلق الله. This is the creation of Allah. أروني ماذا خلق الذين من دونه. Can you show me what the false deities created. Where is their creation? Nothing. So أم اتخذوا من دون الله شفعاء قل أولو كانوا لا يملكون شيئا. And this point also comes to the mind of the human, to the reason of the human being. لا يملكون شيئا. How to worship them? They do not have anything. They do not possess anything. They are like you. But if you want to believe that they do possess something, Allah Azza wa Jal will take your reason and will make you as a foolish, and after some time you began to believe that really they do have something. نُوَلِّهِ مَا تَوَلَّى. If someone do not use his reason, if someone do not use his abilities, Allah Azza wa Jal after a while takes that abilities. So we have to hasten to do something. استجيبوا لله وللرسول إذا دعاكم لما يحييكم. Respond to Allah and respond to His Messenger. They call you to reason, to understand the truth, and to realize this life, and to acknowledge the oneness of Allah Azza wa Jal. But hasten, be in a hurry, because if you do not fulfill your responsibility, if you do not fulfill your task, after a while, may Allah وَعْلَمُوا أَنَّ اللَّهَ يَحُولُ بَيْنَ الْمَرْءِ وَقَلْبِهِ. May Allah will take your heart. May Allah will enter between you and your heart, and you would not be able to feel your heart anymore, and you cannot reason the thing anymore. If you do not do what you have feel with your reason, and what you understood with your reason, if you do not fulfill your responsibility, after a while you may not feel them anymore. And in the Quran you can see in ayats Allah Azza wa Jal says ختم الله على قلوبهم. Allah Azza wa Jal sealed their hearts and their eyes and their ears. Why Allah Azza wa Jal closed them? Because they did not use them. They did not use them. Allah Azza wa Jal gave them that chance for an equal term, but they did not use them. And after that term, after that equal term, which Allah has given to all His servants, Allah Azza wa Jal take that chance. And the person may live after that, but that living will not bring him any benefit. He has already closed his chance. He lives only to gather some sins. He lives only to consume your goodness. لِأَلَّا يَجْعَلَ لَهُمْ حَظًّا فِي الْآخِرَةِ. Allah says that in order to not remain any goodness to hereafter. لِأَلَّا يَجْعَلَ لَهُمْ حَظًّا فِي الْآخِرَةِ. Because they consumed their term, they consumed their chance. And we cannot know when we consume our term. It's not a specific period of time. It's more complex than that. Allah Azza wa Jal may show somebody His ayats, His signals in 10 years, and He may show His signals to one another in 20 years, the same ayats of Allah Azza wa Jal. We cannot measure them with the period of time. It's not depends only on the period of time. Allah Azza wa Jal says in the Ayah, أَوَلَمْ نُعَمِّرُكُمْ مَا يَتَذَكَّرُ فِيهِ مَنْ تَذَكَّرَ. Didn't we give you a life? When someone wants to understand, he has that intention. He can understand and he can realize and he can fulfill. We have already given you that life. all the people who wanted the truth, they found the truth in that life. That life was enough for that. Only the people who did not wanted the truth, who did not wanted to receive and understand the truth, they are the only ones, the rest. أَوَلَمْ نُعَمِّرُكُمْ مَا يَتَذَكَّرُ فِيهِ مَنْ تَذَكَّرَ. So there is an equality, and that chance is equal between all the servants of Allah Azza wa Jal. Do not focus on the life, do not focus on their age. It's something else than the age of the people. As I told, may someone live only 30 years, but Allah Azza wa Jal sent him the same ability and the same chance in that 30 years. May Allah had give him and had showed to him his ayats in that 30 years of life. So after that chance, after that equal chance, Allah Azza wa Jal closing his eyes, closing his ears, he after that in reality do not leave. He's not leaving after that. أَمِ اتَّخَذُوا مِن دُونِ اللَّهِ شُفَعَاءَ قُلْ أَوَلَوْ كَانُوا لَا يَمْلِكُونَ شَيْئًا وَلَا يَعْقِلُونَ. And this shafa'a, there is shafa'a. Some people believe that there is shafa'a in this life. For example, in Ayah, Allah Azza wa Jal says, مَنْ يَشْفَعْ شَفَاعَةً حَسَنَةً يَكُنْ لَهُ نَصِيبٌ مِنْهَا. If you intercess some people to do some goodness, for example, if you teach him, if you show him how to do that, or if you do a goodness for people by going somewhere or by asking somebody and intercede between them. For example, if you want to do a goodness for a brother and going and looking as a proper girl for him, or asking the father of the girl in order to marry them, this is a shafa'ah in this life. مَنْ يَشْفَعْ شَفَاعَةً حَسَنَةً. Whoever does something like that, لَهُ نَصِيبٌ مِنْهَا, he will receive a portion from that goodness. And it's the same at the opposite. وَمَنْ يَشْفَعْ شَفَاعَةً سَيِّئَةً يَكُنْ لَهُ كِفْلٌ مِنْهَا. If you teach somebody how to sin, or if you show someone a way of sin, you will receive a burden from that sin. مَنْ يَشْفَعْ شَفَاعَةً حَسَنَةً يَكُنْ لَهُ نَصِيبٌ مِنْهَا وَمَنْ يَشْفَعْ شَفَاعَةً سَيِّئَةً يَكُنْ لَهُ كِفْلٌ مِنْهَا. This is the meaning of shafa'ah, but there is no any deity, or there is no anything imagining of something or some people as a deity beside Allah Azza wa Jal. This is normal meaning of shafa'ah. But another kind of shafa'ah in this life, through imagining the idols or the peoples that can bring benefit to you from Allah Azza wa Jal, or that you expect the mercy of Allah Azza wa Jal through them. This is the shafa'ah. We told about it. It likes the believing of shafa'ah of Quraysh, because Quraysh, they would not believe in hereafter. So their intercessors, their believing of intercession, all of it was in order to receive some benefits in this life. For example, going to fight, when they were going to fight, they were asking their idols, or they might taking their idols with them in order to receive the victories of Allah Azza wa Jalla through that idols. This is the intercessors between them and Allah Azza wa Jalla, and it is prohibited. They cannot do anything. You should want directly from Allah Azza wa Jal. And this kind of shafa'ah, we have already talked about it. And another kind of shafa'ah, it can be in the hereafter, before Allah Azza wa Jal. And this kind of shafa'ah I have already mentioned in Quran. And Allah Azza wa Jal, when He says that أَمِ اتَّخَذُوا مِن دُونِ اللَّهِ شُفَعَاءَ, did they take others besides Allah Azza wa Jal as intercessors? He condemning those